Describe your involvement in World War II. Without me, we would not have successfully
That's right.
completed World War II. But
Seriously.
seriously, my involvement was as a young man. I went in at 18 years old, and I went to a couple of schools in the Air Force, and they, instead of letting me go out and into the field and possibly ruin the whole war effort, they kept me in school as a teacher, and I spent most of my World War II teaching school, the gunner school and mechanic school, and I ended up World War II not having left the country at all. Almost 3 years in the Army, I was in this. I never left the United States, but it was a pretty good experience, and I saw a lot of the country, and I think I got all my traveling urges over during World War II.
Much to my dismay. Right. Mom, discuss the evolution of your views on what it means to be a woman in the 20th century. Very good. Having gone to the college I did, and starting out our married life as I did, and my mother's generation and so forth, it seemed to me during those years, my early teens and 20s, and maybe even early 30s, that it was sort of a protected environment for women. But Dad here has always encouraged independence, and I picked up on that for myself. And I think by nature I am independent, and that came to be more enhanced as I got older. And to find yourself and temper it all with love. That's still one of the best things that all of us can do, really. And so what it means to be a woman or an individual in the 20th century, to me it's the same thing anymore.
Same thing in the 20th century as it was in the first.
No, a male or a female in the 20th century now. I think that, to me, it's changed somewhat. Been the woman's, so it's...
Dad, your father passed away 15 years ago, and your mother's health has recently taken a turn for the worse. Provide some reflections on how the demise of your parents has affected you. Well, with regard to Dad, Dad's influence on me as a young man was quite great, and molded a lot of my character, my way of thinking, and certainly my he was very conservative, and I think I'm very conservative because of that. And his death inevitably leaves a void in my life, but it occurred naturally in his when he was older, and I had left home and been away from home for many years, and naturally his influence on me had diminished somewhat. So there isn't an immediate feeling of loss as there would be if you lost a child or a spouse. I think losing an older parent is always traumatic, but in old age it's expected, and it's sad.
But you're a little more prepared.
But you're always glad for the many years you had together, and there's nothing. I think I was really sadder at the death of my brother, who died when he was only 38. His death, I think, really affected me, almost more than my parents, as far as sadness goes, and the realization of the tragedy and the loss of one so young. And he had his own family, and the effects of that death are still with us. His children, I still am in contact with and try to help when I can. Of course, they're older now; they don't need much help. But Jack's death really affected me more than I think my own parent will in the long run.
Mom, how do you feel the spirit of your mother in your daily life? Well, number one, my mother, as I look at her, now others would look differently, but as I look at her, was a quiet person. I remember her being very active in my life when we were young. As we were older, I think Papa played a great part in our life, whether it was because of sports and things like that. And we were busy with Doll. I would say she was the great communicator, and I like that, and that will be with me. Being able to tell her anything, discuss things with her honestly. We disagreed a lot, but we could talk over things, and I like that. And so
I'm fortunate to have that.
yeah.
I don't think I felt that way about either of my parents.
I could really tell her anything, and feel free to disagree. And that was a real good relationship, I think.
Both define life.
Life is living.
Life. That's another one I learned in the Baltimore Catechism. Life. The purpose of life is to love and serve God in this world and be with Him in the next. That is the purpose of life.
And that's what it personally means to you.
And initially, in my earlier years, I didn't think much about that, but as I get older,
Yeah.
I realize that is the purpose of life.
The unselfishness of it, right?
That we're born, we're given life, and it's a gift that we use to promote the kingdom, or we use to destroy it. Now, which one you want to do is up to you. So, that's...
I think that's very well said. I said that too. I'm going to go along with it. That's good.
both have this question. Define love.
Unselfishness. Thinking of the other one. You can't help but think of yourself too. But the greatest one is when you see others happy and making you then happy too. And that we do see that when we're able to raise our families, our children, and so forth. I will have to say I don't get that feeling since I've been working. I'm working with children, and thank goodness I am able to see that. How about you in your work world? Do you see that?
Well, in the work world, I think you have to work at practicing love. But there's so many unpleasant people you deal with, and the more you try to what we call give a spade for a spade, it doesn't work out that way.
No.
It's best to practice love, in that you try to do, you try to have the Christian ideal
Charitableness.
of charitableness, and practicing that in the work world is very difficult, but it is rewarding because it leads to happiness and less grousing and disharmony.
To me, I find it more with you than with our family. That's when I
Yes,
see the love, and that's, I just don't.
Right. In the family, of course, love is essential, and
Right.
it's a real meaning.
For us, anyway.
The other question says, define life. Well, life might be, life is love.
Right. There you go.
Love is life.
Good. Both. Make any final comments you would like to make to your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-great-grandchildren, and the great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren. Be good. Love one another. Be responsible. Have a good time. What else can we say? Love one another. Remember your family and your roots. I think there's a lot to that.
And work hard.
Love one another and
To
take
get a
care.
job.
Take care.
Don't be a bum.
Love each other. There we go.
Done it all.
It's my parents, and I'm damn proud of them.
Oh, that was great. Oh, well, we really enjoyed it. It turned out to be real good. It really did. Right. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you.
They
Have a
were
good
good
idea.
questions too. Really,
well,
they were.
Yeah, your questions were very much
Yeah, well
got
thought
us
out.
talking. I
It
didn't
did.
think we could talk that long.
Yeah, I checked it every half an hour to see if you're still talking out
Believe
here.
it.
How long did it take?
Hour and a
half.
We only got about,
We did pretty well, didn't we? And you really brought out a lot of good memories. It was fun.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, I think as you go over that, they'll probably think we're a bunch of squares, but
No.
But that's us, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, really, things that you've thought about and verbalize maybe once every couple years, and then you do it all of it,
Yeah.
right? An hour and a half.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, just trying to get some
why
questions.
don't you turn it off?
Yeah, I'll turn it off. Yeah. Fade.